right, so welcome to Atlanta, Coach.
Thank you.
How's the training camp been going, and what are your first impressions of your squad?
Yeah, I love my team. Atlanta in general has been great to me. The fan support and the outreach, even with the open practice yesterday, was really good. Just really been happy with the way our roster has come together. We're getting everybody healthy now. You know, we've had a couple people out this week, so it was good to have 12 bodies ready to go today. But I think we're just kind of learning each other. They're learning me, they're learning my style, and kind of each other, because we actually have a lot of new pieces this year.
What appealed to this? What appealed you to come to Atlanta? What was that process like for you, applying for the job and receiving it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually apply for the job. It was just one of those where they reached out to me. But, you know, obviously in a league where there's only 12 teams, you know everybody's roster. You kind of know the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I just felt like Atlanta had underachieved, but it wasn't because they didn't have great talent. And, you know, my family lives in Florida, and Atlanta isn't that far, so it wasn't a tough move for us. And you know, a place that I can raise my kids to. So it just kind of all the pieces organically came together between really getting to know the ownership and the front office, and you know, feeling good about all of that.
We'll start with the backcourt. You have Leja and Tiffany there, and I guess Brittany, but we can delve into that as well. Just how's the backcourt looking, and some of the players that are going to be big contributors for you?
Well, I think when you look at the players that are going to play 1 through 3, which I actually consider all 3 of those spots interchangeable in the backcourt, you know, we really have 5 starters. I mean, when you look at Renee and Leja, Tiffany and Brittany and Angel, I mean, you have 5 starters for 3 spots, so it's a really, really impressive, I think, 5-guard rotation. And then you add, you know, Maggie and Blake to the mix, and you get specialists that can stretch deep, you know, and so really excited about our backcourt.
Yes, they're the best.
You're welcome. You know, just a really balanced backcourt that I think can do a lot of different things.
Will that be a situation where you may start 2 or that 3 this opening game against Dallas, but then maybe the next week try something different these first 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got to feel each other out, but I think I've told all of them that just because you don't start doesn't mean you won't finish. You know, I think you know, if you took those 5 players and you evenly divided the minutes, they'd be playing 24 minutes each. And for some of them, they'll have games when they need to play more because they're on it. But I think in this season, where it's short recovery, a lot of games in a short period of time, you know, I think limiting their minutes a little bit early, you know, even if it's 2 minutes here and 2 minutes there, will help us in August. So, you know, we'll somewhat look at matchups, and we'll just figure out which group starts the best together, like what gives us our best start, and then what do we get, you know, kind of as a energizer off the bench.
Obviously, you get Angel back for this season. How's that been incorporating her into an established lineup and just getting her into flow of the team?
Well, you know, Angel walks out on the court, and immediately you know someone special is running up and down the floor. It's not. I think she's been really good about integrating herself slowly. She missed the first week, and so kind of catching up in terms of what we're running, what we're looking for. I think she's facilitated really well, been really unselfish with the ball. And there are times when we'll need her to be more selfish, you know, but I think she feels good about the fact that she has players around her that can make plays. And she can do that some. So, you know, it's been really good. I think she is excited to be back. I think her attitude's been tremendous. I think she's really enjoying herself. And that doesn't mean that, you know, when the balls are tipped up that we're all not going to get a little more competitive and we're going to see that side. But I think that she's enjoying getting to know her teammates.
I see, we'll go to our front court now. I see Elizabeth Williams, obviously she's back. I saw some other young or new bigs. Let's talk about that front court and what you're expecting from them this year.
Well, I think we, you know, once again, like if you ask about the first week of practice, Damaris Dantas might have been our best player the first week of practice. And so the idea of having a Jessica Breland through free agency that's such a good stretch 4, and Elizabeth who's such an active 5, and then you've got someone who really can spell either the 4 or the 5 in Dantas. That's a pretty cool rotation. Amani's got great size, and as she continues to develop, you know, is someone that we need to play against the bigs in this league, the Grinders, the Cambages, the Fouls. You know, having 6'7" and long defensively is really important, so you can play some one-on-one and not always have to double. So, you know, but Monique has been a pleasant surprise. Like, I knew she was a steal at 15, and we moved up together. But, you know, her athleticism just, like, shines, you know, and she gets extra possessions. And she doesn't always score a ton, but, you know, she's really solid, 13 to 15 feet on the perimeter, and then just really gets after the offensive boards and out of her area.
And then lastly, what's the excitement and level for finally getting your first game in, and what do you expect in these first few games? Just getting the team acclimated to you, and you get acclimated to them.
Yeah, I mean, I hope in general that between our players and our staff and the fans that we're not throwing all our eggs in one basket. This is a process. I want to see us play well together. I want to see us share the basketball. I want to see the ball not stick. I want to see when a team makes a run at us that we can stay composed and play through and get to our run. And so we definitely are going to go into every game planning to win and expecting to win. But you're not going to win every game in this league. And so I think it's about kind of a maturation process as an organization that we've got to learn how to rebound from losses. We've got to learn what it takes to win, and then even learn in a win how we can be better, because everyone's going to scout us a little harder that next game. So, we have the element a little bit, and people don't know my style as much as a head coach these early games. But the more you get scouted, the more you have to be able to counter actions and get your team to understand that. So a lot of exciting stuff ahead of us, but it's going to take some time.